good afternoon, everybody. I know I didn't do this one as a live. I'm doing this as a regular video recording. We have here, he's shaking right now, Mr. Gonzo. We have been doing him for a while. Today he is not going to go short. He'll go short in the summertime. It is October now, almost Halloween, but so instead of instead of taking and shaving him the number 7 like we usually do, we're just gonna do a cleanup. So he'll be a little puffy. We get really strong winters here, or we don't know until winter hits or what our winter's going to be like. So there's a chance that we can have some pretty heavy snow, or we can have just freezing temperatures with no snow. Our air is dry. We live in a desert atmosphere, so already we are starting to get our temperatures to be in the 30s, upper 30s at night. So it's getting a little cold for us to be shaving our regulars on a very short shave. Keep up there, bud. It's hanging off the table. So we just do a cleanup. And that consists of ears, face, tail, sanitary, shave the cats with the feet, do the nails, trim the feet with the scissors, and any other kind of stray leaves, which usually isn't too much on this guy. Once we are done, he'll be free to go, and then we do the nails of some of the dogs here. I'm sure we can do a recording on at least one of them. I would like to get a recording on a difficult to do dog nails and how I handle them. Now, we originally started out doing the dog nails here. I think we've been doing them now for 6 years. It's taken us a while to get the one that I will video, which is not Delilah, but it's not Delilah. Anyways, it's the big white one. Oh, the name will come when as soon as they see it. So, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? No, Delilah's the little one. Delilah, huh? Yeah, it is. It's Darcy that's the little one.
There you go.
Okay. So it is the penny mix that I am talking about. Come on. He whines like his old man. We have a mass underneath. Soft. So the vets have already said that we'll just watch it for 9 ounces. Could just be a fatty tumor. Hi. Hi, Gonzo. He talks through his whole thing, so you're going to hear him whine and talk and whine. It's a Gonzo. It's a Gonzo. Yes, I'm the happy boy. Yeah. Oh. Those are the soft. We'll do his face sanitary, so that those areas we don't have to worry about drying. As you can tell, he could be a little difficult on his face. I always introduce the clipper and I ask them, and this is me asking them, can I take care of all this stuff in your face? And he's saying, you know, yes you can. So just work really careful. He gets eye boogers really bad too. You try to, what's that guy? I know. We try to keep it all cleaned out and keep the areas as short as possible. Don't pull, you guys. If they got eye matter really bad, don't pull. When you're doing clippers, just try to work it underneath that. So this area here that I got, shut my papers off. And I'll try to clean that out as best as I can. Hostia. Big old burn. So, like I said, just do it very carefully. And as you can tell, I'm lifting upwards with my blades. I'm not allowing the blades to get to the skin. I'm not going downwards. Pull it out away. So, as you can tell, it's got a lot of staining. It's got a lot of stuff that's up in there. And that's going to remove it away from his eye, so you don't have that problem. It lasts a little longer. And this side, this doesn't have a big old cake on it like the other side did. It's a little bit easier. So it's kind of almost like giving them owl eyes, but you're really just taking out this hair along in here, and you're taking out this hair down in here, so that they don't have long hairs to get stuck up with their tear stains and debris, and he gets a lot of mucus in his eyes and eye boogers and stuff. So it's from corner to corner, go from the brow down the nose. I feel better, huh? Yes. Okay, bottoms of the feet. So again, I myself hold the feet up underneath the dog. He's gonna sit when I do his back feet. I'm gonna have to hold them up at the same time. But you wanna go this direction here to catch the hairs coming up. And then you wanna go on the opposite side. There he goes. He's an old man, you guys, so we just kind of work with it. This is how we work with old dogs that don't like to be shaved or just can't stand for very long. I don't have a whole bunch of equipment when we're mobile. You do what you can. Sometimes my husband will just step in because it does hurt me to have to hold. My wrists don't do it no more. So I just clean out the bottom of the pads. Sorry about that. Now the purpose of cleaning out the bottom of the pads on the dogs is so that they don't collect debris in the bottoms of their feet and get something stuck in there. So when you have a good pad that's cleaned out, you're going to have no hair at the bottom of the pad. We're not talking about this hair, guys. This here you're going to scissor when you scissor the pad of the feet, or scissor the bottoms of the feet and round the feet out, because this actually comes through, and you just brush that upwards, and you trim it off level with the top of the feet as well. So make sure that when you're shaving the bottoms of the pads, you don't have to go in between the toes. You just need to make sure that the bottoms of the pads get done. So one more time on the bottom of the back, we go in first. That cuts some of this hair here, and then we come up. And you're just going in between where the pads are. Again, we're not worried about the toes yet. Pass it up. Now, in the winter time, we'll probably end up starting to do him with, depending upon how cold, either a number 3 comb, which is just a little bit longer than a 4 blade, or longer, like I said, depends upon how severe the cold is. He doesn't go out much, he's a little boy, so we just accommodate. Go. Now, with these guys that don't like to stand, yes, it's easier to have 2 people. I could actually stand him up myself and hold him there. It's just hard on my wrist. So, I don't normally do any grooming unless I have my husband. Go with the grain. With the grain, guys. With the grain. You're a pet. You're a pet groomer. You're not grooming show dogs. You don't have to have pink skin showing or anything like that. So try to go with the grain as much as possible. I don't want to clipper burn him. I just want him shortened so that when he goes potty, he doesn't get potty all over him. Hold the things, take the top. Now I go with the grain because so many dogs have skin issues. If I know the dog doesn't have a skin issue, I will go against the grain. But I do make families understand that going against the grain can become a skin irritant. I never got away with shaking my dogs against the grain. It's a new trick, which is actually cheating, just like using high velocity blow dryers doing a pool coat. You're not supposed to. That's not originally how grooming of a poodle started out. They did them with a stand dryer or a handheld dryer that's used just to clean hair. Okay. Again, I'm going with the grain. I'm already using a number 10. We're already going short. And all we're doing is just shortening the hair to keep the business from sticking. Don't touch. Let me know if you don't have to. If it still is a little fuzzy, I will take those scissors to them. Short enough. He says thank you for not burning my bum and giving me a pepper burn. Stand up. Stand up. As you can tell, I just scissored. There's no fuzz hanging on his butt. Okay, so he's ready for a bath. And we'll get back going. We will take and move this over. He can be a little wet dog. Maybe I'll hold it for him. Be easier. So even though you see that our bottle is Filthy Animal Shampoo to finish and dilute it, it's 50-to-1 dilution ratio, and it does get dogs pretty clean. Oh boy. Oh boy. So we run the water on the dogs. We don't spray the dogs, especially if they have a tendency to freak out at the water. He's okay with his bath, but he really doesn't want his bath. I mean, most dogs are that way. General around the face. You see how he's not pouring water in their face? And you can, I've used things to take and help their eyes, keep their eyes, you know, if they got dog eye drops and stuff that you can use and stuff for their eyes. But we're not out to get soap water and make their eyes hurt. Man, it's warm in here. We don't give them a hot bath. We do give them a warm bath. Warm bath really opens up the pores of the skin and allows the shampoo to get in and get the dirt and stuff out of the pores. Now this is also a cold water shampoo as well. But I don't want to take a cold water bath, and I'm sure my dogs don't want to take a cold water bath. So we don't cold water bath our animals unless they're outdoor dogs that are being done, and that's only during the warmth of our summer. So like this time of the year, we are not doing any cold water baths. If they don't have a tub for us to do their dog or an area to do their dog, we either attempt to take them into somewhere to get them done. Where we can do self-service, or we will wait and see them in the spring. So we use these Gatorade bottles because we can actually control the amount that's pouring out of there. Even though the dilution was done in a gallon, the ability to control the pour on the dog comes from using a squeeze bottle of some sort. And I've had other bottles just give out on us for some reason. These Gatorade bottles do not. So Filthy Animal also has a flea and tick property, mosquito property as well. Keep fleas, ticks, and mosquitoes for 7 days away from your animal. Kills fleas and ticks. Leave it on 5-10 minutes. When used as a general shampoo, you don't have to leave it on at all. These guys here never have ever had a flea or tick on them when we've done them. But they are also on a internal flea control, I believe. At least around here in Yakima, you'd have to be. So you can see how dirty he is. And he didn't even look that dirty, you guys. Make sure that when you bathe your dog, you get in between the toes really good. Because those areas attract dirt and everything. And if you don't clean really good in the feet, then you're not going to set a good ground or a base for your dog for your next groom. Anal glands were just checked there. He does not on a normal basis need his anal glands done. He's pretty good about it. We do not start doing the anal glands unless there's actually a vet reason behind doing the anal glands. And usually at that time you send him to the vet anyway, so. Oh, Gonzo. So when my husband and I work together, I do the primary grooming. My husband does the primary bathing and blowing and getting the dogs ready for finishing, in which I do that myself. But most of the time when he's out and about, he is the one that's doing the grooming, and from start to finish. He will be making some videos as well along his way to help with contributing on these educational videos. And if anything, there's something that you can at least watch. He will let you know what equipment he's using, what size blades. But as far as getting detail and everything, oftentimes he's really focused on his animal. So forgive him if he didn't say anything, and if there's ever any clarification needed on any of our videos, feel free to message us or leave a comment down below, and we will definitely get back to you as soon as possible and answer those questions for you. And if you're in the Yakima County area and you would like to employ our services for your animals, please remember that we deal with difficult and hard to handle animals. If you have an animal that's normally referred to a vet, put to sleep in order to be, or sedated in order to have the nails trimmed and stuff, those are the animals that we specialize in, and we love to help you guys get away from the vet, and so that the vet can be freed up and be able to do more important tasks that may be needed to be done in his office, besides sedating a dog for the nails. So our nails are only $5 per dog, or per pet. I mean, it's not just limited to dogs. We'll also do your lizards, your rabbits, guinea pigs, birds, beak, males, wings. We have a few people with chickens that have us come out, and some of the chickens, especially a rooster and that, we trim back the hook on their claws, the spur on them. Done occasional donkey's feet, but that's not something that we really want to continue into. It's pretty hard on our bodies. We're not exactly young anymore. So the trick to any shampoo and any good groom is, just like my mentor would say, make sure all that shampoo is rinsed out of that dog. Don't leave a trace of the shampoo in. It's not going to make your coat any better. So again, we use the Kelko product. Kelko has a lot of different types of products out there. They also have shampoos for terriers and for wire coat breeds. They have color enhancing shampoos. Really nice ultra whitening blue shampoo that's really cool. It really brings out. It's all 100% natural, biodegradable, and have very, very pleasant, long-lasting scent to them. You can find Kelko shampoos on Amazon. Okay.
Gotta get the hair cleaned up. Before we start the blower.
Yeah. Alright, so Gonzo's going to come out. We're going to fire the blower up. But before we do that, got to pick up all this hair that I left behind from shaving his little bottom down. Let's see if we can position this so that... Okay.
Oh, what? You ready? Take a second and get down. Stay. Stay.
Baby.
Stay. You stay right there, Gonzo. Let me get the towel out. Well, you gotta let me wait. You gotta hold on. We're almost there. We're there. You ready? You ready? Yes. Alright. Now you're ready.
So, engine one, you guys are going to hear how loud this thing is. So he took the nozzle off so that Gonzo wouldn't be shocked by it. back on it and set it. As you can see, I'll show you that. Our blower is allowing us to have a stimulus of what's going on down inside. So, cleaned up blowing up and cleaned up. So as you can tell, we can actually look down at this tank. A high velocity radiator is great for forcing the current. It moves the load out about 20 double-headed rod without having to change. Especially with our two motors. I haven't even considered the dog for a long time. Including a great community. And we have some ones that are being tested for guard dogs not on top of them that we also do. And we don't have to trade them either. There's no hair left over. The shampoo leaves the food so soft, so clean feeling. And as you can tell, there's no static. There's no electrical static. The hair's not standing out on them. little knot. I'm not taking scissors to cut that out. I know a lot of you out there with one of the dogs now mad. Oh, the dog's gotten mad at me and I just tell them. Even if they had more tenders than that, I still would not take the tail down. Why can't you just not? I don't know. You can't. Very close. Very really bad. Just figure that whole side right out. Yeah, I don't and you can tell he's got this big old lump that's open. Alright, here's one and then that's already stuck up his body. This is like if you've seen a wee little dog that comes straight out taking off. Doesn't mean that I can't finish them. And if they're bleeding all over, then but if they're not, then oh, it's such a relief on my ears. So, there Gonzo is. This is dried, ready to be finished. What? Get this to sit up here, just balancing. So, he's nothing to do now. Won't take much to finish out. Because remember, we're just doing a winter cleanup. Because we're getting ready to come into our winters. Oh, his ears look good. We do not have to pull ears on him. They are clear. But I will put some ear powder in there because if there's any moisture, I want that to soak that up. When he shakes his head, the ear powder will come out when it's dry. It will not cause any harm to him, but it will keep his ears dry after having a bath. And I don't put much in, just a little bit, just enough to pick up any moisture that needs to be.
I'm trying to get cool up in here.
Okay, so comb, scissors, nail trimmers. Alright, hold still, Antsy Pants.
Hold on.
Hold still, Antsy Pants. Where are you going? Where you going, Gonzo, kissy place? Only problem. Anybody else out there have that problem when you trim your toenails? They always seek out my bra. Never fails. I will go home after doing dogs, and I will literally have to empty my bra out of toenails. They just find themselves there. your nails as quickly as possible. Less stress. Remember, I've taken a lot of dogs off of going to the vet and having their nails done for a reason. Again, I don't have his foot way out here. It's still right here, even though I'm just trimming the nails. He has no pull. That's the biggest thing. The biggest way to get a dog that is fussy about their nails not to pull. He has no pull. Foot's right here. Where's he gonna pull? I mean, you can tell. Even if he fusses, he can't pull his hand away, his foot away from me. Again, even with the front feet, take it up underneath the dog. Hold it this way. They can't pull it out. It's underneath the dog. They can't take their foot away. It's just feasibly impossible for them to. Because the foot's here. It's underneath them. They can't go nowhere. They can wiggle. They can squirm. But they have to hop up and try to get the foot away in order for them to get it. Now we'll trim all of this. Right now we're just going to trim the nails. Trim the nails before you trim the feet. That way you can go back to the length of the nails and the feet fur. Hi, bud. Shaggy dog. I don't want your ears in my way. I work around a lot of behavior. And that is because I know I didn't raise the dog. And I just can't trust my owners to set their dogs up on a table and get them to understand that they're there. Where are you going? Huh?
Hey,
So,
you're almost done, bud.
I'm going to start out with the face first. Take the hair on the top of the head and bring it forward so that you can see. And you got that on me. That's not even on the dog.
Can you switch the picture around?
Yeah, you just have to go through. No, it won't let me. So hold it down here. There you go.
Gotcha.
And away from the bar. So that I can see the dog right on the bar. There we go. Okay. Now that we got that rearranged, take our curved scissors. And yeah, like I have a lot of people saying, oh, you're using your scissors wrong. I can flip my scissors around on each hand, but I'm not using them wrong. Here you go. What are you doing? We just work them through. You can see how I did not take the top of this bridge up. Now, if he was an older dog and he had cataracts or really bad glaucoma or something like that, yes, dogs can get glaucoma, then I would probably take the upper part of the eyes off. I don't do that with him because he don't have that kind of a problem. So you just make sure that everything's trimmed out. Let's still Gonzo. Nope. And then in here, we're just going to make sure that this is leveled out or even. Oh. Turn the whiskers back a little bit. And he knows that I will hold his mouth shut and everything. So he's used to it. But it's not shut to the point. I'm not holding him so tight that he can't move. Because if you don't allow them to move, then you're going to end up with a war on your hand. You know, it's really not worth stressing the dog out and fighting with the dog. Hi, bud. Go still. Now, right here, this is the hardest part to do, is the mouth. No. So now I'm going to literally hold his mouth shut because, all right, so if they don't want to hold their mouth shut, I will stick my finger right here in front of their teeth. He's licking underneath, but I can hold him shut and I can keep him from sucking that hair in. Hold still, Gonzo. No. Gonzo. Gonzo. Hold still. Hold still. Gonzo. He's being difficult tonight. Cat. Let me get that hair. So you just kind of sneak in there. In between all of the movements and everything as fast as you can. Without the tongue. And see, you still have a nice clean upper lip. Less hair in the mouth. This is stress for me now. Huh. Now you can pant. Gonzo. Let me see the straights. So now I'm just going to make sure my edge is sharp. I know a lot of you guys like using your clunkers or your finishers. I don't do that on the heads. Unless I'm actually doing something with the dog. It's extra work for me. Dogs are just top quality. So, how do we determine how short the ears go? How we determine is, we will bring this forward to the nose, and I just go past, just a little bit past the nose, so that he doesn't pick up a lot of water. I don't know, a lot of stuff in it. So it's going to equal to about yay. Let's take Gonzo. And then I'll trim it up. So I take the depth that I'm going, and then I trim it up. So that they look good. Same way with this one. Bring it forward. A little past the nose, and cut about way off. I go straight across it, and then I'll bevel it. Look still. Mr. Bouncy. Mr. Bouncy. So, it's like, he doesn't want to hold his head straight. So as you can tell, they're even. Really easy. Really easy to do the feet on this. You're ready to trim the nails. We brush down, bring the fringes around. Get around that way. And again, I'm not allowing him to pull. I'm holding him underneath himself. And I'm going to go around the outside of the foot. Level with the pads. Nails right there. Level with the pads. All the way around. Same size. Then I'll take it up to the top and I'll back comb the top. Back brush. Whichever, I use the brush. I always use my slicker. And just run that out. Now, like I said, in the summertime, he's much shorter. So, in the wintertime, he'd go a little bit longer so he stays. And so you see, the foot is now parted here. So we're not after fluffy, we're after clean. It's leg one. We do the same thing, this leg. Back up a little bit. First one, we're going to brush it down so that we have all of that even. Kind of cup it with your fingers, bring it around. And so you can see the nails in there, so we're going to turn them back to the nails. All the way around. Turn the pads. Any hair that's sticking out of the pads and then in between the toes gets level with the pads so that they don't stick to anything. And this back part back here, again, level with the pads. And then when you get the pads trimmed back, your dog's feet, go to the front, tail close. Back brush. Because then now you have an uneven, just trim it to even. I'm not taking depth off because we're not taking coat off. So you don't want any depth. You just want to trim it even. Now he has a little lump that sits off in the side of here. So as you can see, got all sorts of lumps and bumps. He's an old man. So it causes the hair to sit out to the side on him, down in here. So we're just going to kind of find where that lump is. Gently. Just trim that up just a little bit. It's not so much as to expose the lump, but the lump pushes the hair out and makes it really look uneven. So just going to tidy it up just so it looks even. Down on the chest a little bit. He's got some strays there. Okay, so we brushed up the front. Go ahead and brush down the rest of the body. No. So, this little knot here. My daughter knows this is not an impossible thing to get out. But if you took your scissors, and if they're short, that's all you need to do. And it's going to come out. Yeah, it might leave it a little bit thin, but I didn't put this dog through any hard to get a little mat out. Some of those dogs in videos we see, they have, you know, matting that actually can be brushed out. It's a matter of just having some patience. And I understand that some of the groomers are out there doing, you know, 16 or more dogs in a day. I used to too, but I still never took my shortcuts. My dogs have always been done the same, equally all the way across. If the dog does not have to be shaved, the owner doesn't want it shaved, if I can save it, it's not going to take me any more time to save it as it is just to strip it. In my book, it would still take me the same amount of time. But I understand a lot of you guys out there, a little slower. That's okay. As you gain year experience by the year, your speed will come up and you'll be able to have them done in no time. Leave Blanchard, derriere, that way. Watch for Mom to walk by. And again, we're just trimming. We're not after taking coat off. Really, Gonzo. And he has a really nice tail that flows over his back when he's happy. He likes his little feather duster. He uses it against the other dogs, I think. Or holds it against them. Hey, Fuzzy Tail. Hey, Fuzzy Tail. See, told ya, he uses it. That's all we get is Mr. Fuzzy Tail. Just kind of sharpening his lines up just a little bit for in between. Excuse you. So I just kind of hold the tail back. And I'm up against his rear so his tail can't swing. Gotta stay there, Gonzo. Oh, gotta stay there. I'm sorry. Once again, brush it against the grain. And we're only just taking any fuzz that's on the top because we're leaving the length. See that, you guys? Tail was going back and forth. Grab it, pull it down, put it behind your hand through your fingers, grab a hold of it, and you have that tail, and you have that ability to do that foot. You have that ability to do that foot without the tail. Again, coming to the nails. Sometimes you might have to pull some of this little fringe up, be able to get it to go back where you want it. If you can't see your pads, keep trimming. You should be able to see your pads on your dog. So I'm going to bring it forward again. skin, you can see the unevenness on it. Thank you. You get too close, you can't see anything. No, Gonzo. He's trying to twist. So, this is what we call accommodating for a dog that, you know, he doesn't have the ability to just stand there for the hours that it's going to take. So, we accommodate for him so that he doesn't have to. Let's step back. And because we did the hollow out underneath in his private area for sanitary, I just kind of blend this in just a little bit. Make sure that there's no fuzzies going on, sticking out uneven. Just a trim. Alright, Gonzo. And that's it. That's what we did. Gonzo is completed. There he is. It's a Gonzo. It's a Gonzo. What's that? That's him. Antsy Pantsy. Now, the next dog that we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and end this one, but I will be starting up again. The next dog that we're going to do is a pitty mix. And this dog was referred to us because of, it was either that or the vet. She does not like having her nails done, but you're going to see just how far we have come along with her. See you guys in a few minutes.
Gonzo, Gonzo.